Hello, welcome to the Dark Den. Today's video will be about Junglarium, but not the Junglarium 2.0 that we are building here. It will actually be about the original Junglarium. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, but more on that later. We have some good news and we have some bad news. Let's start with good news, right? It is regarding dart frogs, or more specifically, it is about these orange dart frogs, the phyllobates vittatus. As you know, in Junglarium I have 5 of them. And even though I'm not sure how many of them are males and how many are females, there is a mix of them. I know that because multiple times I observed them doing some haba haba time. And of course I can often hear them calling each other. So you know that in the last update video I showed you that I observed a male. I think that it was a male, because from what I know, males take care of babies, but anyhow I observed a frog carrying tadpoles, which is a great thing. It means that they actually managed to breed successfully. But since my Junglarium isn't set up for a proper frog breeding, I had no idea where frogs managed to lay down eggs or where that male took those eggs. I mean tadpoles. Although the thing is, the Junglarium is set up to mimic a part of jungle, a part of forest, and it should definitely sustain a frog breeding, but it is not set up in a way that I can monitor and observe how they are breeding and to enable me to aid them. From what I know, you are supposed to put like film containers to be as canisters in which frogs will actually lay their eggs, and then you take those eggs, care for them by yourself so they hatch into tadpoles, and you're supposed to care for tadpoles to increase the chance of successfully producing new frogs. And just when I turn the camera, the other frog is gone, but there was a second frog over there. Where did it hop? Over there in the back, you see? Judging by their behavior, I would say that those two are pair. Anyway, what happened last week? I noticed one frog in an odd place. They are always hanging down here where I feed them, or on that log where you just observe them. But I noticed one frog a couple of times to be up there, right beside that bromeliad, which was very suspicious. And when I checked the bromeliad, I spotted that inside there is one tadpole, at least one. I'm not sure if there are more, but it is a small bromeliad, so I don't think that there is more than one. So what we will do today, what we will attempt to do today, is to get that tadpole somehow out of that bromeliad, even though I'm not really sure how I will do that without destroying the bromeliad or without taking him from the wall, but we will figure that out, and that will be a fun task. But before that, we need to do one task that is not so fun. We need to tackle the bad thing in regards to Junglarium. But before that, let me briefly tell you about the sponsor of today's video, the Surfshark VPN, which I'm glad to have because building Junglarium 2.0 will be really expensive. I'm really surprised. Even these basic boards, basic plywood boards, are like 3 times more expensive than a few years ago, and not to mention the glass that I need to put inside. That will quickly add up, so I'm thankful for sponsorship opportunities. Anyhow, let me now explain what Surfshark VPN is, although I'm pretty sure that majority of you watching YouTube videos are probably aware of what the VPN is. Surfshark VPN encrypts your data and lets you change your IP address to anywhere in the world, so you will appear to be anywhere in the world you want, which is great for security. And for what I personally use it is, with it you can access the content that is otherwise locked for your country. For example, on last Olympic Games I wanted to watch a skateboarding finale, which I couldn't watch live on my TV, and the service that provides stream for some reason had it locked for my country. But with VPN I changed to appear as if I am in US, which then allows me to watch that stream. And the same thing is for Netflix or HBO or any streaming service. You always have some specific movies and series that you won't be able to watch in every country, but you can just, with VPN, you can just change wherever you want to be and look at that content. And often some clips on Twitter, I mean X, will be blocked for me, specifically in Croatia, like clips from some football matches. But with VPN, again, I just switch to some other country and you are good to go. Also, it helps you avoid price discrimination because some services are more expensive in some countries, so you can just hop to another country where it is cheaper. So if that is something that you need, I definitely suggest Surfshark VPN. You can go to my link surfshark.com/darkden to get yourself 4 months extra. And the best thing is they have a 30-day money-back guarantee policy, which means that If you don't like the service, you can just cancel it and it won't cost you a dime. That is how it says in UK, right? A dime. Anyway, once again, big thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. It is greatly appreciated, and if you need the service, don't hesitate. surfshark.com/darkden. If you don't like it, you can always get your money back. Let's continue the video. While getting the tadpole out is something I'm looking forward to, the other thing I'm dreading, because again, leaking problem, and we need to deal with that. But this time it is a bit more serious. Let me show you. You can see, or actually hear, that there is no hum and the waterfall is not flowing, and that is for a reason. I turned it off because down here again I have a significant leak. This leak is actually the main reason why we are building the new Junglarium, and I never fixed it. The water was slowly dripping, so my solution was this fan. I put it down here. It was blowing air here, evaporating the water that was slowly dripping. But now, unfortunately, that is no longer enough. The leak is more significant. So that is the reason why I turned off the pump in here, because water is not leaking from here. I built this actually as a standalone aquarium that goes like this, and the water really cannot leak from that. But instead, it leaks somewhere on the connection in between the glass and the rest of the enclosure. I tested the theory because when I turned off the pump, the leakage stopped and actually this dried. And when I turned on pump again, over the course of around 12 hours, there was more and more and more water. So you might be thinking, what is the solution for that problem? Of course, building the new Junglarium is the permanent solution, but for now what we will do, I cannot have the pump permanently turned off because I needed to filter this pond, but I can actually dig out the pipe that goes out of the pump, cut it and redirect it straight into the pond. That way the water will continue to circulate, but the leakage will stop. So that is what we will do now. And of course I need to be mindful of the frogs. They are constantly coming here, checking the situation out. I had to shoot them like 5 times while I was recording this segment. Recording this properly might be tricky, so I apologize in advance. And I hope that you will be able to see something. You see here, if I zoom in, this right here is a pipe that goes into this rock, so I can split the flow and the water will come out of the rock. But unfortunately, after a few months of use, water started to leak here, so I was forced to turn it off. So that is a secondary pipe, and the main pipe is that you cannot really see out of the leaves. You see, that is the main pipe, and I just need to cut it somewhere here. Oops, I cut this plant on accident. As long as they are not my fingers, I'm fine with that. There we go. Now hopefully I will be able to fit this, squeeze this inside, and then I can extend it. No, this is too short. I can extend it with this pipe. Can I even squeeze that inside of this? It barely goes, which means that this will be a challenge. You see, this pipe is squeezed a bit. Oh, barely I managed to squeeze it in. Look at my hands. Dirty, dirty. But let's test it out. I am plugging in the pump in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, need to put it on some better spot, like here. Yeah, that's perfect. And this part looks good. Nothing leaks, at least for now. We will check it later. But as a temporary solution, this will work. Although I need to add more water inside. I had to play a bit with filter since it didn't run for 2 days. And now, look at this. The pond is a bit foggy, you see? It will clear out, don't worry about it, but for now it will be like this. And for some reason the whole system is a bit more noisier. I don't know what's up with that. I guess it needs to adapt again. What are you waiting for? Some flies, huh? Sorry, but no flies currently. You will need to wait until tomorrow. They are so funny with this movement. And what are you looking for? Also flies, huh? Sorry, but not today. It looks like they're having a standoff. Dendrobates auratus versus... Oh, I already forgot how it's pronounced. Something vittatus. Yeah, phyllobates or something like that. Anyway, I will close this side and we can do the fun part of the video now. Even though figuring out how to get the tadpole out, it will be tricky, but let's see if I can actually record it while it is in the bromeliad. You see, it is this topmost bromeliad. So I literally need to enter into the Junglarium. Okay, let's see. Oh, we can see nothing, but I can increase the light and I can zoom in. Is he still inside? Oh, I hope that this won't be a disappointment. Can I separate just this one bromeliad? You see, this is a fresh bromeliad, this is a younger bromeliad, and this is the oldest bromeliad. I can remove this, but if I could only tilt it to get the water out, that would do the trick. And the entire time I need to be mindful about the frogs. Come on, shoo, shoo, shoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are missing 2 orange ones. Hopefully they are on the other side. Anyway, I would like to somehow set up this camera here so it records like this inside, to see if we will eventually be able to spot it. I need to be creative with the tripod. Give me a second. Look, this is my contraption. So the camera is all over there recording what is hopefully happening inside. So yeah, I'll give it like 10 minutes or so, and then we should see his tadpole is still inside. Good news, not good news, great news. There are indeed tadpoles inside, and not 1 but 2, and one is small while the other one is significantly bigger, which makes me wonder if they are maybe from 2 different generations. Obviously the difference could come from just the bigger one eating more food, but the difference is so significant that I would be thinking that there is a higher possibility that they are from 2 different generations, or from just 2 different clutches, because I have 5 inside. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more than 1 female, so maybe one laid eggs like a few weeks before the other, and that's why we have different sizes of tadpoles. I was actually recording it through the span of 1 hour, and the little one was often found near the surface, while the bigger one rarely came up, and he often just charged to the surface and then quickly retreated. I'm pretty certain that they don't have gills, so probably he comes out to breathe air, but I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, while this gang is again observing me, we need to figure out how to get them out. And even though at first I was strictly against pulling them from the back, since soon... Oh, look who we got! Look who we got here. A big female of mourning gecko. Cheers. Okay, I kind of lost my train of thoughts, but what I'm thinking, I will soon, when I build new Junglarium, I will need to remove them from the background. So I don't see why shouldn't I just pull these bromeliads and just return them like they are now. It shouldn't be a problem. Although the roots are kind of significant. Great, great, great. Now this will be interesting, right? I just need to put it here. I should have first prepared everything here, but I wasn't certain if I will be able to pull it like this or not. I need some cup so we can observe them. I'm really excited to do this because this is something new for me also. Water level is up to here, so all of this is full with water. That should be surprising amount of water. Should I pour it like this? Oh no, this would be best. Okay, smaller one is out, but where is bigger one? Can't really see it down there. It's so deep. Yeah, there we go. And I actually got water out from the other bromeliad. I also get that water. Now we can get a closer look. Just look how much bigger this one is in comparison with the other one. Huge difference. I don't see legs or anything like that. Although, what is that white thing? Maybe I should grab a macro lens to see it up close. But just look how this one is tiny, tiny. Now with macro lens we can see a lot more details, and sorry about the shaking the camera, but it is really hard to keep the macro lens steady. You can actually see how it is doing something, breathing or what? Oh, hello. And what are those? Are those intestines? Could be. And that red definitely looks like lungs, or it is not heart, right? And the eyes, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, I will return them to the bromeliad now, or should I just keep them like this? It will definitely be easier to observe them and feed them like this, but in the same time I want this to be a natural thing, so yeah, I will return them back to bromeliad, and then every 2 or 3 weeks I will do a checkup on them. That is what we are going to do. I hope they won't mind being tumbled like this. Yep. Alright, back in Junglarium you go. Back to the same spot. Great, easy. I also kept the same angle because I know that sometimes they prioritize certain angles. I don't know why and if it's for this species, but I want to be safe about it. I was just checking for isopods, but it's just the native species. I really wonder once I disassemble the Junglarium if I will find more isopods in the substrate or if they are all gone. I really wonder. Anyway, that was all. We did everything in this video, everything that I planned. And funny thing, in last video I opened one fan letter and I told you how I haven't got any fan letters in quite a while. Well, today I received another one. A funny coincidence, so let's check it out. It came all the way from Australia, so it had a long journey. This is awesome. A peacock spider, jumping spider calendar. Holy moly! Those are some awesome species. And I actually know from who this is, because I received a message. Here should be the letter or just more pictures. Look at them. These photos were actually taken by my subscriber. There is his signature but no name. Let me just open the message. I found it. This was sent from Michael. Down here you can find his Instagram page because, listen to this. I can't tell you how much your content has shaped me. I've been such a huge fan and first started watching your videos since 2017. So much to the point where now I'm 18 and I work with BBC film crews on making documentaries on jumping spiders here in Australia. Spiders, not jumping spiders. These are all his photos and they are amazing, right? I don't believe that jumping spiders, these peacock jumping spiders, are available in the hobby, right? I don't think so, otherwise I'm pretty sure that Tarantula cat would already own all of them. So thank you so much, Michael, for sending me the pictures and the calendar, and it is awesome thing that I inspired you to now you are in the world of inverts and actually doing it professionally. This is an awesome calendar, look at this picture. A jumping spider munching on some fly. Awesome, I will hang it somewhere. You guys feel free to check out his Instagram page. And once again, a reminder, Surfshark VPN if you need it. Link is in the description and top comment. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page and also my webshop page with merch and other stuff. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday and sometimes the live stream on Sunday. So see you again really soon. Bye.